How old will you live to be? What if I told you 7 simple questions might help you find out? Stay with me, because this is going to be interactive. I want you to keep track of your answers as we go. Be honest, no one's judging. This is just for you. And maybe it'll change how you think about the years ahead. All right, let's get into it. Question 1. How's your outlook on life? This might surprise you, but optimism can add 7 to 10 years to your life. That's not a typo. Researchers from Boston University tracked over 70,000 people and found that those with a positive mindset had significantly longer lifespans, even adjusting for diet, exercise, and health. So, if you're generally optimistic, score 2 points. If you're neutral, give yourself 1 point. If you're pessimistic about life in the future, 0 points. It's not about fake positivity. It's about believing life is worth living and that good things are still possible. That belief alone can change your biology. Now, question 2, how do you handle stress? Because life throws curveballs, but how you react can shape how long you're here to catch them. Chronic stress causes inflammation, weakens your immune system, and wears down your organs. But people who manage stress well, through walking, talking, laughing, meditation, prayer, hobbies, tend to live longer. Scoring, if you have unhealthy coping strategies, give yourself 2 points. Yarman, if you're so-so, some good, some not great, give yourself 1 point. If you feel constantly overwhelmed with no outlet, 0 points. Question 3. What's your eating pattern like? Be honest. Do you eat mostly home-cooked meals with fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins? Or are you more of a takeout and snacks kind of person? A Harvard study following over 100,000 people for more than 30 years found that those who followed a Mediterranean-style diet had a significantly lower risk of chronic diseases and lived longer. Scoring. If your diet is mostly healthy, balanced, and includes plants, score 2 points. If it's mixed, some good, some not so good, give yourself 1 point. If you live off ultra-processed or fast food, 0 points. And no, this isn't about never enjoying a slice of cake or a burger. It's about what you usually eat. Question 4. Do you smoke, or did you? Now, we're not here to shame anyone, but this is a big one. Smoking knocks years off your life period. But here's the hopeful part. If you've quit, your body starts healing within weeks. After over 10 to 15 years, your risk of dying drops close to that of a non-smoker. So, if you've never smoked or quit over 10 years ago, that's 2 points. If you've quit recently, give yourself 1 point. If you still smoke, even occasionally, 0 points. This is your wake-up call if you've been thinking about quitting. Every day you stay off it, you win back time. Question 5. How often do you feel connected to others? Social connection doesn't just feel good, it keeps you alive. Loneliness can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, according to research from Brigham Young University. Your brain and heart crave connection. Whether it's a spouse, a friend, a neighbor, or even a pet, humans were never meant to go it alone. So, if you feel socially connected and supported, score 2 points. If you have some contact but often feel isolated, give yourself 1 point. If you're often lonely or completely isolated, 0 points. And hey, if that last one stings a little, it's not a sentence, it's a signal. Reach out, join a club, call that friend you haven't spoken to in years. It matters. Question 6. Do you sleep at least 7 hours a night? Sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. Poor sleep has been linked to heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and even memory loss. A massive study out of the UK Biobank, where they tracked over 500,000 people, found that those who consistently slept less than 6 hours a night were at a higher risk of dying younger, regardless of how healthy they were otherwise. So, If you regularly sleep 7 to 9 hours, that's 2 points. If you're around 6 hours, give yourself 1 point. Less than that, 0 points. And if you're someone who used to sleep well but now struggles, you're not alone. Sleep changes as we age, but it's never too late to work on it. Your body still wants to heal. Give it the chance. Last one for today. Question 7. How often do you walk? And I don't mean walking from the couch to the fridge. I mean real walking, around the block, to the shops, through the park. According to a study from the Journal of the American Medical Association, people who walk just 7,000 steps a day, not even the 10,000 that gets tossed around, have a 50 to 70% lower risk of early death compared to those who walk less. That's huge. So here's how to score yourself. If you walk every day for at least 30 minutes, give yourself 2 points. If you walk a few times a week, and that's 1 point. If you barely walk at all, 0 points. Take a second, mark it down. Now add up your score. We've gone through 7 questions. Maximum score is 14. But hold on, we're not done. Now we'll talk about what your score means and what you can do to improve it, even if your total wasn't where you wanted it to be. Because here's the truth. It's never too late to add years to your life, or life to your years. All right, you've got your score. Let's break it down. If you scored 12 to 14, you're on a great path. Your habits are already stacking the odds in your favor. Keep it up and don't get complacent. Even small slip-ups over time can chip away at your gains. But the good news is, you've built a solid foundation. If you scored 8 to 11, you're in the middle range. Not bad, but there's room to grow. These are the folks who could easily add 5 to 10 more quality years to their life with just a few changes. You're not far off. And if you scored 7 or under, don't panic. This isn't a judgment, it's a starting point. And starting now is far better than starting never. Let's talk real numbers. According to data from the CDC, the average life expectancy in the US is around 76 years, and in the UK it's about 81. But here's the kicker. Many of the things that shorten life, like heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and some cancers, are heavily influenced by lifestyle. In other words, you've got more control than you think. Let's go over what each of those 7 questions tells us and how you can use the answers to boost your chances of living not just longer, but better. Walking. Even a short daily walk can cut your risk of death by half. Think about that. You don't need to run marathons. Just move. Every day, around the house, around the neighborhood. Get a dog, borrow a dog, just walk. Sleep. Sleep isn't lazy, it's powerful. Prioritize it like a prescription. No screens before bed. No caffeine after lunch. Keep your bedroom cool and dark. Your brain will thank you. So will your heart. Eating habits. You don't need to go vegan, but you do need to stop letting processed junk take over your meals. Cook more at home. Add more colors to your plate. Drink water instead of soda. Simple swaps can buy you extra years. Smoking. If you're still smoking, quitting is the best decision you'll ever make. Full stop. Ask for help if you need it. Patches, programs, support groups. There's no shame in needing tools. Use whatever gets you free. Connection. Humans are wired for connection. It's as essential as food. Don't underestimate a weekly lunch with a friend or a regular call with family. Volunteer. Join a class. Go where people are. It's not just good for your heart. It literally protects your brain from aging. Stress. Life is stressful. That's a fact. But drowning in it is optional. You can train your brain to respond differently. Learn to say no. Meditate even for 5 minutes a day. Pray, journal, laugh, unplug. Choose calm whenever you can. Outlook. Being optimistic isn't about ignoring life's problems. It's about believing in your ability to handle them. And that belief strengthens your immune system, lowers inflammation, and reduces the risk of disease. Find something to look forward to. Start a project. Help someone else. Hope is medicine. So where do you go from here? Here's the truth. People who make even small changes after age 50, yes, even at 60 or 70, can still dramatically increase their lifespan. A study published in Age and Aging found that people who adopted 4 or more healthy habits in their 50s and 60s lived on average 10 years longer than those who didn't. That's a full decade. You could be one of them. Let's say you scored low today. That doesn't mean you're doomed. It means you just uncovered the exact levers you can pull to turn your health around. That's not a punishment, that's power. So here's what I want you to do. Pick one thing from today's list to work on this week. Just one. Don't try to overhaul everything overnight. That's how people burn out. Choose one, maybe it's walking more, or calling a friend, or going to bed 30 minutes earlier. Then next week, add one more. You'd be amazed what happens in a year if you just keep stacking small wins. And if you're already doing well, don't stop. Keep reinforcing those good habits and help others do the same. Share this video with someone who needs a little motivation or a nudge in the right direction, because we don't just want to live longer. We want to stay sharp, strong, and independent as long as we can. You've got time, you've got choices, and you've got this. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video. We've got more practical tips coming your way to help you stay healthy, energized, and thriving for years to come. Take care of yourself. You're worth it.